welcome to The Explainer. So, have you ever asked yourself, why do I have an accent? It's a question so many English learners think about. Today, we're going to break down the simple science behind it, and you're going to find out why your accent is actually a really good thing. All right, so here's what we've got planned for today. We'll start with a few key words to make sure we're on the same page. Then, we'll dig into what an accent really is and why they even happen. After that, and this is the best part, we'll talk about why your accent is basically a superpower. And we'll finish up with some practical tips for clear communication and review a few helpful phrases. Okay, before we really jump in, let's just quickly go over a few key words. Understanding these will make everything else we talk about today super clear. Okay, first up is accent. What is it really? Well, think of it like this. It's your voice's unique fingerprint. It's all about your personal pronunciation, the rhythm of your speech, and your tone. Everybody, and I mean everybody, has one. And then we have native speaker. This one's pretty simple. It's just someone who has been speaking a language since they were a little kid. It's the language they grew up with, so it's the one that feels most natural to them. And that brings us to pronunciation. This is all about how we say a word. It's the physical movements our mouth, our tongue, and our lips make to create sounds. Pronunciation is a huge part of what makes up your accent. All right, now that we're all on the same page with the vocabulary, let's tackle a really common myth. A lot of people believe that having an accent means you sound foreign, but is that actually true? So let me ask you something, and be honest. Do you think you have an accent? Do you think your voice is accented, or is it just normal? Well, guess what? The answer is a big yes. And it's not just you. It's me. It's everyone. It's like the linguist Roberto Ray Agudo said, I have an accent. So do you. Everyone has one. It's a scientific fact. There's really no such thing as a neutral or unaccented voice. That idea is just a myth. And here's something that gets mixed up a lot, the difference between an accent and a dialect. Your accent is just about the sound, the pronunciation. But a dialect? That's the whole package. It includes pronunciation, but it also includes different words and even some different grammar. So your accent is just one piece of a bigger thing called a dialect. Okay, so if we've established that everyone has an accent, where do they even come from? Well, the reason is super natural. It all goes back to how we learned to talk in the first place. I love this way of thinking about it. Imagine your first language is an orange, and English is an apple. They're both languages, just like they're both fruits. But you can't just magically turn an orange into an apple, right? They're built differently, and it's the same with language. So here's how it works, step by step. When you're a baby, your mouth, your tongue, your lips, all of it gets trained to make the sounds of your very first language. Those movements become automatic habits. It's muscle memory. Then you start learning English, which has a bunch of new and different sounds. So what happens? Well, those old, strong habits from your first language naturally mix in and influence the new sounds. And that influence, that's your accent. It's that simple. Okay, now we're getting to the most important part of this whole explainer. It's time to completely change how you think about your accent. Forget about it being a problem. Your accent is your superpower. Just look at these numbers. This is incredible. Of all the English speakers in the entire world, only about 25% are native speakers. That means 75%, a huge majority, are non-native speakers. That's 3 out of every 4 people. You're not the exception. You are part of the global majority. And that's exactly why you should be proud of your accent. It tells a really cool story about you. For one, it's a fantastic way to break the ice with new people. It also shows you're intelligent. I mean, you speak more than one language. It proves you're a hard worker. Think of it like a badge of honor for being multilingual. And hey, let's be honest, a lot of people find accents really attractive. So the goal is never to lose your accent. Honestly, that's easier said than done, and it's not even necessary. What really matters is being understood, right? Communicating clearly and with confidence. So I've got a few simple tips to help you do just that. First thing, just try speaking a little bit slower. Not super slow, just a little. It gives the person listening a moment to catch up and really process what you're saying. Second, listen and repeat. Find native speakers on TV and podcasts, wherever, and just try to copy what they say. It's like exercise for your ears and your mouth. And third, and this one is huge, record yourself. I know, it can feel a bit weird at first, but it is honestly the best way to hear what you really sound like and find areas to improve. Okay, to wrap things up, let's go back over a few of those helpful English phrases we used today. Getting comfortable with these will make you sound even more natural when you're speaking. Remember when we talked about break the ice? This just means starting a conversation and making people feel more relaxed and comfortable when they first meet. Your accent is perfect for this. Someone might hear it and ask, "Oh, where are you from?" And boom, just like that, you started a conversation. The ice is broken. Next up, badge of honor. A badge is something you wear that shows you've achieved something special. So a badge of honor is a symbol of something you should be really, really proud of. And speaking more than one language, that is a huge achievement. Your accent is proof of that. It is absolutely a badge of honor. And finally, this is a super common one, easier said than done. You'll hear this all the time. We use it for something that sounds simple but is actually really hard to do. You know, like trying to get a perfect accent. That is a perfect example of something that's way, way easier said than done. So I want to leave you with this thought. Your accent is a natural, normal, and powerful part of who you are. It tells the story of your life, your culture, and your journey. So the question isn't, how can I hide my accent? The real question is, what amazing story do you want your accent to tell?